What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Hippo Supercoach, and today going to be going over number 10 to number 14 in the hottest. The lighting's really weird. Anyway, the hottest 25 players for 2024. So if you're new here, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. I've got the new mic going, so I'm using my headset mic, which is supposedly the best quality headset you can buy, mic-wise. So fingers crossed that sounds alright for you guys, because I don't know why, but my USB mic has been sounding really shit, even though that's also a pretty high quality mic. But let's get into the video. So the first guy we have is Hayden Young. So he is at number 14 on the list. So Hayden Young finished off the season very well last year after moving into the midfield. So he went 111, 113, 118, 123. I do think he's a pretty safe bet. Now, the only thing that kind of worries me is, like, they're going to be playing a few guys through there. So Fife supposedly playing mid again. How does he fit in with, Brayshaw, Sarong, and already Hayden Young? I'm not sure, but I think 4 is probably a decent amount to have, so it should be okay. Hayden Young should still get maybe 50% CBAs. That'd be nice. But yeah, so I think he's ready to explode. Apparently dominating the preseason, so he's pretty safe pick for a defender coming into sort of the prime of his career now. So he's turning 23 this year, still very young really. So yeah, I'm pretty hot on Hayden Young, and I think a lot of people are for very good reasons. So probably could have been further up this list, to be honest, now that I think about it, but we'll wait and see. I guess in the day he isn't a proven primo just yet, but seems like he is about to jump into premium territory, at least for the defense. So next guy we have is Jack Steele, so someone who's haunted me and a lot of others for quite some time now. Obviously, looking at those numbers right here, he's gone 2020, 123, then 126 in 2021, 110, and then a 95 in a very, very down year. So, look, Steele's got plenty of good footy left in him. He was 28, he's turning 29 this year. But I just think at this point, it's just a bit risky for me. I don't really want to get burnt again, and honestly, the preseason surgery is kind of turning me off him a little bit, just because he's obviously had some issues with his body. He's not very durable as of late. I know he did play 20 games, but 18 the year before. I don't know. I just think, like, he plays through injuries, which kind of hurts our Supercoach team. It's what he did this year, supposedly. And yeah, I think he said something like he was down on confidence last year. Well, what makes him not going to be down on confidence this year? So, when you're picking your premiums, you have to weigh up these little things. So yeah, for me, Jack Steele, I could see him starting in my team. If he has a good preseason game, I think most people will pick him. But at this point, it's a no-go for me. But he is still very, very important to talk about. Very relevant in the Supercoach community. Next guy we'll talk about is Caleb Sarong. So I'm almost guaranteed starting Sarong. I think he is safe as houses. Went from 90 in 2022 or 91 to 111, massive jump. Plenty of CBAs. He's going to be their number 1 CBA getter, I think. He can't really play anywhere else, and he's just a gun. Racks up so much of the ball. So Caleb Sarong, and also got the good buy. So that's another big factor with him and any Port player. So Sarong and Butters, they're pretty much locked into my team. We'll talk about my team in a second. We'll do a little team update, because we know how it is. Our teams change nearly every day. But yeah, Sarong, very, very safe pick in my opinion. It's just like all green flags for him. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't pick him. The only thing is he might not be quite top 8, but I think he can crack that 115 barrier this year. He's only very young as well, so turning 23 this year. Next one is LDU. Now, I have been very hot on him, but I am worried about his body. He had a lot of little niggle injuries last year. That being said, 21 and 20 games the year before that, pretty solid. But yeah, it just seems like his body is just beat up a bit, and that scares me. I think at this point I have him in my team, but yeah, we just need to see a full preseason, healthy preseason from LDU, and it should be okay to go. But yeah, the way he plays is pretty bash and crash at times. And obviously when he's hurt, he's not going to score very well, and he's going to miss games here and there. So fingers crossed he doesn't have a season like last year. Even in like 2020, 9 games, 14 games before that, 7 games before that. Yeah, it's a bit rough, but fingers crossed. The only red flag about him is his body. That's literally it. If he plays and he's healthy, he should comfortably average 110 plus, very comfortably. So something we have to weigh up with him. And he's got a good buy as well. I think only the one buy. So yeah, that's very nice. And lastly, at number 10, we have Jack Macrae. So someone who's been absolute Supercoach royalty for us in the past. Now it's like we have to consider, what's Luke Beveridge doing with him? Why did he only average like 70 in the last 3 games of last year? That being said, he is the only premium forward, in my opinion. There's just no one else that's worth considering. So with that being said, he probably has to be a pick. Does Baz Smith going out help him? Probably a little bit, but not as much as some might think. Supposedly, Riley West is going to get more mid-time. This other kid, whoever they drafted, apparently is pretty good. I think he might be trying to get more mid-time. Apparently Ed Richards is running through there. So who knows how this midfield split's going to work. All I do know is that I think Bont might go forward, because if there is someone that pushes forward, it is him. He's the most damaging. Jack Macrae, he might get stuck on a forward flank again. But look, 100, he averaged 100 in a very down year, very durable. You look at his games, 22, 22, 22. Hasn't missed a game for 3 years. So that's one very green flag about him, is his durability. And that's something that I'd probably consider in the decision whether to pick him or not. So, you're going to get a durable player. Will you get consistent scoring in that role? Probably not. But if he can increase his CBAs by, 5-10%, he probably can go 105 fairly comfortably. And I think he'll be F1 no matter what, unless we get some, like Bond goes to forward, gets forward status or something. That's the only way. But yeah, that's it for the next 5. So we're up to the last 9 now. So things will start getting interesting. But the team is looking like this at the moment. No Jack Macrae at the moment, but I plan on changing Fisher to Macrae. The thing is, how can we do it? It's probably going to have to be like Tom Green to Walsh, which is not something I really want to do, but that's not even enough. You know what? It's going to have to be Tom Green to Steele for now. Or Touk. Touk's got a really bad buy. Yeah, so Steele, obviously, you wait and see. But yeah, that's how the team's looking for now. Very confident in that midfield led Butters, LDU Sarong. Like, I'm not confident in Steele, but he's a placeholder for now. And then backline, I don't think that's going to change ever. Dacos, Sicily, those 2 guys will be D1, D2 quite comfortably, I believe. And then yeah, Hayden Young I think can average in the hundreds, which would be nice for me. Maybe even 105 plus, which would be nice. Williams, Kurt, and Gibcus, yep, is what it is. Some rookies. Rucks aren't changing anytime soon. And then the forward line, I've got 5 in there at the moment, but look, do I want 5? No, but there's no other options at this point. So we'll chuck him in there and hope he plays some mid-time. Probably only play 2 or 3 games, but if he can give us 2 tons in those 3 games, then, it's not too bad. Might make that first price rise might be good, and then you might have to jump off him, but yeah, wait and see with Fife. He's a ticking time bomb when his body's going to blow up. But yeah, I still think he's got some good scores in him if he plays full-time mid. At the end of the day, he's a 2-time Brownlow medalist. I know he is not the player he was then, but yeah, I think he's still capable in that midfield role. That's pretty much it for the video, guys. Pretty still confident on Flanders. It's not something... I just think, like, does Damien Hardwick change up that midfield dynamic? Does he chuck Touk back in the CBAs and Flanders come out? I don't think Anderson and Rao come out. So do they just rotate all 4 of them through fairly evenly? Maybe. I don't know. I think Flanders might go to a wing. But even still, hopefully he can be like Goulden or something. But yeah, wishful thinking at this point. Forward line is absolutely cursed. Anyway, enough rambling for me. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope the mic sounded alright, and I'll see you in the next one.